have been appointed by the Central Area Council of the British Boxing Board of Control. Stood in charge at ringside, Mr. Alan Alster. This is 4 3-minute rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the red spangled shorts trimmed with white and silver. At the weight he scale, 10 stone, 5 pounds, 1 ounce, closing in on a 100 of contests, tonight being his 290th. Here is Mr. Reliable from Nuneaton, Kristian Laight. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the blue-coloured shorts trimmed with white and black. At the weight he scale, 10 stone, 3 pounds, 8 ounces. From 6 contests, he has 4 wins. One of those wins coming by way of knockout and 2 defeats. Presenting here from the city of Hull, Carl Chadwick. Timekeeper of the bell is Barry Pinder from the Steel City of Sheffield. And the star referee in charge of the action, the world-class Mr. Michael Alexander from South Yorkshire. 4 3-minute rounds.
Right, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Just good. Keep it clear.
Seconds out, round 1.
Carl Chadwick style doesn't usually take much figuring out. You know, if you ask him his favourite fighters, he says people like Rocky Marciano and Mike Tyson. You know, he likes for guys who come forward to have a fight. It's all very well and good if you get into your rhythm, isn't it? But if you become a bit predictable, someone like Kristian Laight's more than capable of just picking you apart and making it a difficult night, isn't he?
Yeah, he can make it awkward very quickly. I think that first one that Kristian won outdoors at the rugby ground, if memory serves right, it wasn't long after Len Woodall had died, and Chris had said he was going to win it for Len, so he was more pumped up for it then. He'll be more interested probably today in just getting through it. He got a draw last week, but he also got a little nick under his left eye, so that's probably in his thoughts as well.
Nice little right hand there over the top from Kristian. Just getting a little bit careless there, Carl Chadwick early on. Be very eager, won't he, to make an impression on the man who beat him.
Yeah, it's probably something he's been thinking about ever since that day, something that he wants to do in the ring, get a win over Kristian, and he's got the opportunity to do that tonight, but it's not going to be straightforward.
He needs that win, doesn't he, just ratings-wise, to lift him above and move him onwards and upwards. It's sort of a defeat he's got to avenge.
Yeah, I mean the world to Carl this. You know, he turned over late, didn't he? I think he's pretty aware of what he might go on to accomplish, but avenging a defeat to someone, it becomes like your world title fight, doesn't it? You know,
yeah.
he probably wouldn't be able to sleep at night if he retired without getting one back over Kristian Laight.
I've seen Kristian just having a little dab at that. There's just remains of a mark under his eye, whether it'll come again. Not very happy there. He thought he'd cop one rabbit punch around the back, but Mike having a quick look, let it go.
He's been quite accurate, and he's quite accurate at that jab tonight, Kristian, though, isn't he? You know, he's been pretty offensive-minded here. He's found a home for his punches.
Yeah, he's on a bit of a roll as well from that draw last week, although I thought Yusuf might just have nicked it, but there were no complaints afterwards. I think they were both happy enough. Switches regular does Kristian as well, confuse them a little bit, keep them guessing.
I think he's having much more success when he's boxing orthodox. So, you know, the jab's landed, he's put the right hand over a couple of times, and I know Carl's on the front foot. I do think he's got him guessing a little bit already.
Yeah, keeps popping. Carl's face is reddened a little bit. I did ask Kristian last week in the dressing room before his fight if he was, you know, if 300 would he pack it in? Would he have 301? But said no, just carry on. He's feeling it a little bit more now over the years, but I don't think he's really thinking about finishing it all.
I remember speaking to Kristian and another famous old opponent, Sid Razak. a couple of years ago for an article, and Kristian's well aware of his role in my sport. Sid told me he was planning on winning the British title within 18 months. He was going to get down in weight and win the British title. And I asked him how he was spending his time at the moment, and he was working in his brother's kebab shop. We've not seen much of Sid since, have we?
Funnily enough, I saw him at ringside at Birmingham a couple of weeks ago with Pete Buckley, of all people, and thought, you know, there's a few losses between them. He's got his trademark flat cap on, and he seemed to be enjoying the night.
Sent out. Round 2.
I think he just needs a bit of success to give him a little bit of confidence here, Carl Chadwick. You know, Kristian's feints are just getting flinching, but just looks like he's trying to walk through it in this second round.
Yeah, he's picked it up a bit this round though. Started on that jab and then flung in a couple of left hooks, so a bit more purpose about his work this round. Kristian won't particularly want taking into trenches. He'll be quite happy to muddle through.
Nice little hooks here from Kristian.
Yeah, little counter right there as well.
Yeah, Carl just plants his feet for just a little split second, doesn't he, to unload, and Kristian's just good enough to take advantage of that.
Just raised his eyebrows, Kristian, and a bit of a wry grin, as if to say, you know, I'm still here. You better watch it.
He seems to gain a lot of confidence from last week, Kristian. He's throwing a lot more shots than he usually does tonight.
I'm not sure if he's booked out again next week. I'm sure last week he said he got 3 on the bounce, and he thought they were all winnable.
Yes, I know Kristian's an opponent, and everyone understands his role in the sport, but when you have beaten somebody and they want to fight you again, it must...
Yeah, mentally it's got to be there.
Yeah, it must ignite that little bit of a spark, you know. That little bit of pride must come bursting out, but he's not going to beat me, you know. How dare he call me out again? I've already beat him once.
Yeah.
It looks like Kristian has got a little bit of a bit between his teeth tonight. This is a fight.
Just having a second there, tying Carl up.
Have a little tricks, aren't they? The novice pros struggle with when they're sparring similar level guys or better guys in the gym. There's very little clinching because both trying to get the shots off. But guys like Kristian who can steal valuable seconds and just make it a messy fight, it just throws them completely.
Yeah, and they're experts at it, these guys. Johnny Greaves was, you know, just go for a little walk, change direction, and all the time those seconds are going. Nice little right to the body there from
for these guys, a good hold and maul can be as good as a good jab, can't it?
Yeah, money in the bank.
How are you scoring this one so far, John? Both rounds have been quite close, haven't they?
Yeah, I gave the first to Kristian. I thought he landed the cleaner shots, and Carl just started doubting himself a little bit. I thought Carl got a little bit closer there, and maybe a few less clean shots from Kristian, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was scored level. I certainly don't think it was a clear round for Carl. This is where we see what ambition Kristian's got, isn't it, though, now, the final 2 rounds.
And looking at him in the corner, I think he's got the bit between his teeth here, and he looks like he's got the intent of going out there and getting a win under his belt.
He might just be on for draw number 2. Again, Kristian switched early. Right. a left.
Nice jab and a left hook there.
Yeah, and I think that answered your question about Kristian's intent.
It's like we often say on when we watch these opponents, if you give them a single foothold in the first minute, it does give them something to grab onto. Yeah. If you can dissuade them straight from the first bell with your body language, land a couple of shots, make it clear that they're in for a tough night, you tend to have it your own way. But if you just give them that one little window where they can walk through it, they can make it a very difficult night. That's what's proven here again tonight for Carl Chadwick.
Slipping a few, Kristian is switching still fairly regular.
It's as if when he's southpaw, Carl feels as though the distance is too great. When he steps in, Kristian's switching back and just making him pay with solid jabs because he's got the range exactly where he wants it. Nice right hand there from Carl.
He's throwing plenty, Kristian, isn't he? He's not just come, to breeze through it. Pops his tongue out at Carl.
Nice little burst from Carl, probably 30 seconds ago, but since then, Kristian's just taken the centre of the ring again, hasn't he?
He just gets back behind that jab, doesn't he? Winks at his corner, as if say, I'm all right.
The corner just telling him to pop, pop, pop and move, and so far, so good. Another little wink and a smile going according to plan, isn't it, this?
Yeah. Nice little burst ahead from Carl.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? Punching in combinations for Carl. The end of the third round there.
There's still not a massive amount between them, is there?
What do you tell Carl Chadwick if you're in the corner there? Has he got to come out and win this last round big?
Possibly. He's got to press on. I mean, he does move onto that front foot straight away, doesn't he? And then finds himself getting jabbed away.
For me, I think he's got to win this round. To get anything out of the fight, I think he's got to win this round. I think Kristian takes this one, and for me, I've got Kristian up on the card at the moment.
Could be a big round.
Kristian's doing a really good job of keeping him interested and keeping him motivated tonight, aren't they, as well? Big round in the career of Carl Chadwick, this. I imagine it means the absolute world to him. Certainly come out as if it does.
Yeah, he's going for it. Nice jab from Carl.
Exchange of jabs there. Kristian's jabs have been better tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah. He throws them from a long way out as well. Carl's a bit busier work rate wise. He's busier this round, isn't he? Kristian's dropped off a tiny bit, but Paul Coonan gave him a bit of a talking to prior to the round, sort of saying, probably don't let it slip away. Got to keep those hands going here, Carl Chadwick.
Kristian just using those clinches and
Yeah, just lays on for a second or two, and again, keeping it tight on his chest.
just kills the momentum, doesn't it?
Yeah. Evaded a right, Kristian got clipped by a left. It's been quite competitive though, hasn't it?
It has.
It's not going to walk in the park for anyone.
Yeah, it's been a good fight.
With a nice left from Chris.
Carl, he just comes in empty sometimes, doesn't he? You know, he doesn't set his raids up.
Yeah.
He comes in and Kristian's finding him quite easy to read. You know, if he could come in behind a double
frustrates
jab and put his punches together like that combination there, I think he'd have a bit more success.
There's
It's
just not enough of them, is there?
No,
It's a nice right.
beautiful right hand and then just falls into a clinch. Picks up a little mark under his right eye as well there, Carl.
Crowd enjoying it. Good lucky scrap.
Really good fight that. We always say it, but where would we be without people like Kristian Laight?
Yeah, well true. Certainly in that mood as well. He's not just come to move around and shuffle around for 12 minutes. Gave as good as he got, I thought. You know, whatever Michael scores it. And it's not normally a mile off score-wise, Michael.
Good competitive fight here to open up the action at Hull City Hall. We'll go over to Michael Pass for the official announcement. Carl Chadwick and Kristian Laight, 4 rounds. Let's find out who's got the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 hard-fought rounds of welterweight action, star referee Michael Alexander has scored the contest 39 points to 38 points for your winner. Hailing from Hull Humberside, Carl Chadwick.
Just nicked it.
Well, Carl
The
Chadwick.
appreciation, please, for Kristian Laight, closing in on 300 contests. Not out.
Carl Chadwick gets revenge over Kristian Laight, 39-38.